feeling the brunt of that. I think they're one caliber apiece, those bullets. Essentially made of paper. So scary though. 13 then to 4. Mousesports, they get the initial 2, and now it's time to face Liquid's wrath. I mean, Rops, he came into this half with 3 frags. He's got 5 in the first 2 of the CT side. He's going to need that.
AKs across the board. Carrigan will stay on the auto shotgun. Throwing in 16 for him right now. But remember, CT side, they can pull it all the way back round. This round will be indicative as to whether it's even possible, Alex.
Yeah.
I'll say that much. But shotgun is actually a bit of a staple on Nuke. The auto shotgun, you'll see this come out. For most teams, actually, they use it. Carrigan actually was in towards Squeaky. Voxer with the first kill there. Through the smoke. You'll always take those ones if you can get them. Stewie makes his way towards Secret. And remember, it's the opening kills been the problem for Mousesports. This could be a second. Stewie 2K versus Carrigan. Shotgun's got him. Lovely positioning. And they've got a 5 versus 3 now.
There's an AK on the floor as well. Carrigan, if he does realize it's safe, he might choose to scavenge. Voxic's going to find another one on the outside. He wants to just play survive. There's only 2 left, and now both of them do fight him. He does some damage, and Frozen, well, he's not going to be able to finish this one off because Twisty still lives. 70 points of damage done to him, though, and he's got 3 to find. Does have the bomb. That's going to make things just a little bit better for him, and he's got 2 CTs starting to pursue him. He shouldn't last much longer here. Unless he goes in, catches Chris J. That's not going to happen. Rops does arrive on the scene. From Warehouse, we've got ourselves another for Mouse. All necessary rounds. The first 3 strung together. I'm starting to see smiles. Perhaps just realize that it's not out of the woods yet for Team Liquid. Plenty of twists and turns to come.
For now, as Mousesports start to claw their way back in, we are going to see CZs and Nitro, one of the few players still using the Tech 9. He'll be bringing that out, a lot more run and gun potential.
Do you miss the Tech 9, Henry?
I don't miss the year we had where it was every single round it got like 4 kills. But that is a nice shot for Fox. They're just trying to get that bomb down quickly towards lower. Frozen might as go be the double agent, join the pack. And in he goes. He's going to sit in the flames. And he gets 2 kills for it. That's absolutely fine. Takes the bomb down, denies any plant potential. And at this point, it's just whether Liquid will get any frags whatsoever. Doesn't seem to be possible. Now Fly will give it its best, but Voxic survives on 28. Outside push leads to nothing, and you just got to take every round as it comes at this point. Remember, their map pick, CT side now, they got the start they required. They had to go in this way. They're currently now 4-0 up. They've got to keep it going, round by round, forget about that scoreline, and recover. Definitely possible.
Difficult, though. Let's watch this from Voxic. Such a quick opener. Wow.
That is quick.
That jump from a leash. I mean, you can get away with that 90% of the time. Perhaps not when Voxic's in the server. Line up. Liege, got his Tipex out and left that down on the floor for later. Bit of aggression. I was going to say from the CTs, Christian's actually just finding himself in main, not pushed up. Liquid, they're lining it up. Outside they go, the smokes land. Now the action's about to unfold. Frozen on door, he's perfectly flashed. Oh, and Liquid, this is a brutal use of utility. The first man on the scene didn't have a chance, and now this round can be ripped from them.
So well done there. Twist coming out the squeaky door. The smokes are down outside. All the attention's on that area. They're expecting outside presence to come through. They're waiting for a chance to frag the flashbang. Could you see that CT's door, the squeaky side? Yeah. What can you even do there? You've got a triple flash in the corner, and he just has to shoot. He can hear them coming his way. He's just like, right, I'll hold left click and just hope for the best here. And Twist takes 2 down, and that is going to be the first on the board in the second half of Team Liquid. 14-6 overall. It's Rops and Voxic looking for anything they can. At this point, Rops will maybe try and go for some sort of ninja defuse, I suppose. But I'd be saving the AK at this stage. They have left it open.
Rops?
Yeah, I thought he might do. Going for not going for it. I think there was a window there.
There was absolutely a window, but just that hesitant checking.
Like at this point, I would say go for that. You got to keep the AK, but I think if he timed that to perfection, he had that. I think there was.
Oh, of course, there was a little bit of a slip up from Liquid, not quite having the bodies keeping track of that one. No info on Heaven, they didn't have it, so A possibility. Not a reality, though, and this is Twist's frag. Look at this. Perfectly flashed Frozen, and then there's one in main, distracted by his teammates. Chris and Frozen gone, bomb down, and that's going to be the 14th now for Liquid.
Let's see whether Mousesports can hold on. Orgs are out. Money's still there. AWP towards outside, but flashed off. Voxy won't get that quick kill this time. Unleash finds the same mark on the floor. Outside smokes deployed. You want to see these thrown every single round just to show the same tendencies that there's no information gathered when you do commit to them. Voxic, though, still active. You can see he knows there's possibilities here. If anyone jumps up or takes the gap, he'll be ready for it. He's a very strong sniper. The only player really performing on this side. 20 kills to his name. Closest next to him is Frozen on 12.
He's smoked off. His team can't really support him or call the cross. He's going to be playing Paranoid, and they can just walk straight down Secret. Chris J's there in response. He has to do something rather heroic here. 3 members of Liquid. What nades do they have? Do they molly it? Do they flash it? Ooh, the Molotov from Nitro does look like it's going elsewhere.
They will focus on that left-hand side, I was about to say, with the Molotov, but they straight up checked it here. Chris J's in a lot of trouble. He has played fantastically this tournament, but needs 2 kills now. There's the first. Can he find anything more? Not quite, but they still have the man advantage here, Alex. 4 versus 3. Robs waits towards lower. Great position, but they can still make their way back towards the upper side, which looks like it could be happening, potentially not. If they go lower, I say Robs wins it.
Stewie has been kept so busy just waiting for Woxic to leave. It means there's just 2 members of Liquid now starting to forge a path into the bomb site. Frozen. Decision to be made. Decides to smoke it off so he can peek. Will try and leave himself a gap to work with. Instead backs up ramp.
So Nav's making as much noise as possible right now. I'm not sure if the bomb's going to be making its way to the other side of the map, but we will find out. Nitro confirms it. Down he goes. Robs, strong position. 10 seconds remain. They need to take him down right here, right now, but he's doing everything he can. Back up from Carrigan. It was down to Robs to try and win this round, and he's done enough there. It's going to be Nav getting all the consolation frags. We want to kill him after time. I'm not sure if that happened. It looks like he just about went down, so that's okay. He still gets the cash as we enter round number 22. Big one for Mousesports to pick up there. Well read. It got a bit awkward there towards lower. Chris J, like he said, needed at least 1. He gets it, and then Robs could sit towards Shadow and buy them time. 10 seconds before he finally struck. He uses the AK-47 to great effect there, and it will be Mousesports receiving the first time out of Liquid now, because they have cash to buy, but it's not perfect. Naf's gone for the Galil because he had to drop the AK-47 for Nitro here. So they're just going to manage their funds and try and find series points here, grand final points, as quickly as possible before Mousesports get some wind in their sails.
I'd say they've started to unravel the sail.
Yeah, exactly.
No wind present just yet.
Hoisting it, perhaps, just getting it up there.
I do like the use of the word hoist. Look how little he's working with. Woxic, very quick.
He knew it was coming, though. You could see when he was there. He's like, there's a chance. Even all these smokes, that everyone makes mistakes at these points, and we'll see if Liquid do. And he got that chance, and he took it. Round 22, Galil's. Like I said, Naf actually had to be the one dropping the AK. Very selfless of him to take the Galil. And we'll see what he can do with it. Voxy makes his way in towards that squeaky door. Door opened by Frozen. They are focusing that position. I think Frozen wants to have a little look as he closes it behind him. Now Flight, aware, sits patiently.
Squeaky door, such an interesting mechanic in this map. You can blow it open, you can play with it, you can play with sound cues, you can do a whole lot. Voxic, he's found another one. He's been finding the entry frags, those opening frags we were talking about, complete absence of them for Mousesports. Well, here on the CT side, Voxic's been able to find almost every single round, find that first blood. Now look at Robs' off angle. They're going to have to clear it. Surely they will. Bomb there, and it's only going to be 1. Twists. He ducks under the crosshair of Robs and finds ramp control. CTs. They're well and truly conscious of the different avenues of approach. And oh, wow. Chris J, he knew. He had a good understanding that one had disappeared. Stewie was off the radar for far too long, but it's not over yet for Liquid. Naf. Wow, that's quite the nade. Tags him up incredibly heavily. Just twists and Naf, 35 seconds. The bomb is on the back of Naf, and he's going to... Oh, very nice. Smooth moves. Gets the smoke through the door and closes them on the way out. Are they on their way up?
Yes, but Chris J is sending them back down. The wallbang comes in. Naf Flight.
On the ladder!
He can't believe it. You get 0 accuracy on the ladder, but you can still fire blindly.
It was a headshot as well,
Of course it was. Naf can win these, let me tell you. HE grenade available to him. He goes back towards the squeaky door. He has 50 HP, but as soon as he detects a player outside, he'll open the door. But look how calm he is at this point. He knows you're in there. He's coming for you. He's a bully.
He is a bully.
He's just like, you know what? If you want to kind of toy around,
I'm coming for you.
Be tentative. I'm going to jump down there and get you. It was a very good effort there by NAF, and it's Mousesports winning the round. As the defuse comes in, a sigh of relief. If NAF wins that pretty much is it. The money wouldn't have been there for Mousesports. Bomb goes down. Voxic, another strong round from him. 22 kills. He's doing everything he can, playing out of his mind with that rifle. This was the most ridiculous moment.
You naughty boy.
Yeah.
So close. That made what should have been a comfortable round for Mousesports very uncomfortable. You can see immediately to the team chat, Twist's fingers on the keys. He thinks he knows the answer.
There's been 4 opening kills this half for Voxic. The disparity of the first half to this one, there's still a chance they can do this, but Twist is looking to close things out with some stylish moves, and that's not bad. Double kill on the card. It's a lead to find him, Frozen. Oh my God! He's going for the ace. He saves the day. It looked like they were done. That was it, Alex. Grand final point. Locked and loaded, but somehow, some way, he gets the 4K on the upper bomb side with the AUG and sends Team Liquid packing.
That's huge for Mousesports. Perhaps now they can start to believe that they can close this gap. Frozen, animated for the first time in this series. Let's watch that again.
This is the kind of round, you're exactly right, that makes them start believing that this could be possible.
All headshots. Yep. So precise. He expected a leash. He killed Twist and kept firing. He thought a second body would arrive. And look at this.
Yeah.
Mousesports break a smile.
Trust me, they can do this. It's possible. They've got the opening pick now. It's going to be Nitro to be dropped first. And Liquid, they needed to close this early. I would say that when it gets to double digits, I've been saying it for years, that's when you start having the moment of doubt in your mind. You're like, this could actually happen. We might not do this.
Carrigan, quiet nuke from him. Didn't quite catch them, but sprays through the smoke nonetheless. It's just pistols. The bomb plant, the objective. Those double digits are on their way, Henry. Frozen. So much pressure for someone so young, so skilled. He is going to fall this time. That's an AUG in the hands of Twists. He has Kevlar with this. It's not impossible for him to do some serious damage to what is a rather shaky Mousesports economy.
Well, they'll do all they can. It's going to be Team Liquid now with the maximum loss bonus still, seeing if they can find any point of access here as they go towards the window room and lower. Bomb will be dropped. Rob's really starting to come into his own, but so is Stewie 2K. Don't think he gets another here, but nice flashbang to push off the CT. 35 seconds is trying to cause any sort of financial damage he can. Every kill is worth $300, but not going to find another. They've got plenty of money to buy to the next round. A scary moment for Mousesports, but there it is. We have found double digits on the CT side of Nuke. All of a sudden, this does look possible. There is a conversation to be had that Mousesports can actually take this in regulation.
The only round we've seen Liquid win on their T side was that upper take, and it was a great upper take. Force Frozen into a flashbang, you get one more off that, kill him main, and then you've just played the afterplant beautifully. That's the only time we've seen Liquid show face, show, success on their attack on Nuke so far. Still many twists and turns yet. Let's find out. Mousesports are going to do the fast mollies. They want to slow them down. Woxic, he's in a compromised position, but look at the flames. They caught Stewie on the descent. I think he was the vent dive. He got caught.
Frozen melts Stewie 2K. It's the opening kill as he tried to get down towards that vent, and Voxic with the AWP. This isn't bad at all. Everything Liquid are throwing at them, it seems to be going very wrong indeed. 5 on 3, and Liquid now starting to flounder somewhat. They're going to have to make their way towards outside. They can still pull these rounds back, but it would be a round for Mousesports to give up for free if they would at this stage. Hold back, crossfires, still on the bomb side, shouldn't be an issue. Chris J's got himself out the window. That might be a missed call. 2 kills come in for it. No need. That's exactly what I didn't want to see, Alex.
Yeah, this.
That's not a bomb site. You can let them have outside.
That's not a bomb site. God, I'd hate if you were my England leader. Guys, that's not a bomb
that's
site.
What I used to say.
And this is truly a problem.
Right?
Yes, Twist, Nitro, low, but they've managed to make this, what was a 3v5?
Yup. You lose like this.
3v2.
There's no one down lower. That is just not good CS coming in from Mousesports. Unfortunately, you get those advantages. Sit on the sides, boys. Let them have it.
Frozen's been a hero, though. He has to step up once again to keep Mousesports afloat. This would be Liquid's match point. They've got the bomb down. Damage done to them, sure, but Woxic's low too. Frozen, what can you do? Swings open the door. That's going to give them a whole lot of information. The angles are so good from Liquid. Look at this. You just can't be ready for it. Woxic's gone. That's info. Time ticks away, and Liquid find 15. And now I call a timeout. Right here, right now. Mousesports, they need to catch their breath because that round was theirs.
That's a travesty for Mousesports.
No.
After all the work they put in the second half, to give it up like that, sure, let's focus on the positive. Liquid, amazing shots to get back into it, but the shot shouldn't have been available. It's a 5-on-3. You're desperately trying to get back into a game. It's a semi-final. There's a chance. You've finally given yourself a chance. You've got an opening frag on the Molotov. You've got a second kill outside. And then you've peaked. You've jumped in positions one by one to try and challenge. I couldn't tell you why. And now you have absolutely no money.
I'm not sure they could tell you why, Henry. I don't think they know. But Chris J, he's having a good go.
That's the only rifle they had.
He's going to be able to retrieve it. Carrigan picks it up. One kit on him as well. These are all important tools if they want to be able to stabilize, but it's Liquid. Heavy, heavy advantage, Liquid.
You're right. You're dead on, but these are sometimes the hardest rounds to close out. You overthink them sometimes, Alex. You know you should be doing it. No one wants to be the first guy to go through. You don't know the CZ's on the other side. It's one of the most difficult weapons in the game to negate if it's in the right position. You don't anticipate it. So this could be it. 4-on-4. Liquid, one more round to close things out. Carrigan with the rifle. Remember, he's in main entrance right now. A kill with the 5-7. Another rifle picked up. And you can see that the panic starts to set in. You're not as assertive as you once were. You're trying to stick together. You're going too slow. And then mistakes start to happen. I still say Mousesports win this round. It's looking very good for them.
There's so much utility on Liquid, though. They can at least try and get that bomb down comfortably. 35 seconds. Rops has only got a deagle to contest. His eyes are towards ramp, and so Liquid, they continue their advance. Stewie's going to be clearing out the vents. Holding it as Naf's going to try and draw attention to himself, make it clear where they're going. Carrigan on the flank. Is there anyone anticipating it? Not yet. Back's turned, but Stewie's in vents. Let's not forget that. And could perhaps catch Stewie. He does. All on Naf now. He's got the bomb in 10 seconds. This should be Mousesports. They didn't have everything, but they've got enough. Woxic shuts it down, and they stabilize.
There we go. A lifeline. Not one they deserved after the previous round, Alex. I'll say that much. But 15-11 now, it's possible once again. Money is still there for Liquid. They should be buying into this and punishing the fact they haven't stabilized quite on the CT side just yet. We will see if that's the case. And we'll take another timeout now. It's going to take 4 rounds in a row from Mousesports to take us to overtime. Certainly possible now. I'm surprised they were able to bounce back after that disastrous situation before. 1 rifle, 4 pistols. Opening kill comes in their favor. Goes back to the 4-on-4, but they had to grind. They had to sit back in the crossfires and make those deagles and CZs work, and they certainly did. And when everything goes wrong, when shit hits the fan, it's Naflight that has to pull out the AWP. That's what normally happens, and that's the call that's happened right here, right now. He's going to bring that out and say, I'm closing this game for you boys. Watch this. I'm taking the sniper outside, and I'm going to take this game.
Liquid, 2 T rounds to their name. They need just 1 more. 1 more for grand final. And 1 more for a step closer to 250,000. That's just for first place. Naf swings open the door. He wants to be the one to finish this one. And Liquid, they are setting themselves up for some slow and steady play. The smoke's released from spawn. They start to gather ground. Naf, he's been given the freedom to hold this angle for a whole period of time. Woxic, the man on your screens there, had 26 frags. Need I remind you just how much influence he's had in Mousesports clawing this one back.
Slows right down. Stewie is outside. Most smokes again up, and it's Woxic, another opening kill.
27. He does not want to let this one slip.
Liquid, they might be. 5-on-4. Remember, 13-2 to kick things off here on Nuke. And now, 4 rounds away from overtime. Mousesports with the advantage here in round 27. Now Fly, remember, he was the one who bought the AWP. It's traditionally Nitro.
He fires off the shot. They know it exists. They know it's on Naf. Now, Woxic again. He's found 2, keeping this safe. Chris J's there. Woxic keeps surviving. He's taken more and more. Finally, silenced by Twist, but the damage there is done, and Mousesports 12. I'm going to keep saying it. I know you know. 13-2 on the half. Liquid were 3 rounds away from the grand finals 12 rounds ago.
This is insane. What's
the money like for Liquid? Where are we at?
Partial buy territory, but this is nightmare fuel for Liquid, right? This is all too familiar territory.
Yeah. You don't have to start that one.
I brought up the grand final from ESL 1 New York, right? 2018. I brought that one up. It was Mousesports Team Liquid. Very similar scenario, Dust 2.
And look at Frozen from Hut, a taste of the medicine that Twist was serving in the first half. Karrigan's actually the one to convert. Chris J's there, and they'll mow them down. No problems here. That's going to be 13 for Mousesports. 2 away from overtime. And look at the fire in their bellies. The coach, he's doing everything he can. Every single opportunity he can to try and get a little bit more of a smile creeping on the face. We called him out at Hub. Remember, it was the last round for the first half. We were saying he's got to rally them up here. He knows if 2 rounds, we said 3, if they can get those last 2 rounds, there's a chance. It's Nuke, the only map where it's possible where you have 2 rounds that you can pull it back. And look where we are now, round number 29. We've gone the full distance here in Mousesports. Somehow have got their way back into it, even after throwing away a round which was dead set to be theirs. Round 29, Stewie. You can see they're not so jovial anymore. They're not pushing everything. They're not running around the knives out. They're going to play this to the absolute best of their ability, and so is Voxic. What an absolute beast he's been. Outside is where Nitro, the in-game leader of Liquid, resides. Smoke's down. He's there alone, but Stewie towards Silo. But you can feel Voxic, another opening kill, looks to be his. I thought we were seeing something a little too audacious, just the door closed for him as his knife was coming out. Mousesports fans find their voice here in Montpellier. Chris J's there to support Voxic on the outside, repositions as the smoke lands, and you can see the CT molly to force Hut. Rob's frustration to summarize his performance in one word, and now he's going to be tested. 3 of them, and Twist beheads him. So precise. Now the molly to enable them to push ramp.
We talk about this all the time. The ramp room, one of the most important roles in the game, and Robs goes down for nothing. Will Frozen do the same? He has. That's the lower bomb side wide open, but still, Karrigan, he needs to do multiple things here. 2 frags were required. He can't deny the plant. That should be it. We've got Voxic, who's just been an absolute beast here on Nuke, joined by Chris J. First kill comes in. There still is a chance. A low HP. It has to come in right now, though. Chris J has the frag. It's going to be Voxic. They have a chance. They can actually do it.
Chris J's jumping. It could be a problem. Elite stabilizes. Surely another one. Voxic's an animal. He does not want to lose. 32 frags as he gets a smoke onto the bomb. Where is he? Nitro's gonna have to try and stop this bomb. He faked it. Voxic from behind, he misses the nose, goes down to the P250 times the problem. He's also got on the bomb. He has the kit. Nitro's gonna spray. He's gonna spray. No. He's gonna miss.
Oh, he's done it!
With a flash underneath. They will not go down. Mousesports have another chance. The Turkish player from the FPL circuit keeps his team alive against the #1.
Have you ever seen anything like it?
Was that an underhand flash? Nitro couldn't find it.
It's unbelievable.
I'm shaking.
This is insane. There was no chance he wins that. He has been the MVP of this map so far, but I didn't think he had this in. The flashbang did come through.
I'm telling you.
And he missed the spray. Nitro, he thought it was done. Everyone was about to take their headsets off. The high fives are coming in. That was the moment where it all got to end. And Mousesports have found themselves in a position now when they can take us to overtime. Can you believe it?
He can't, that's for sure. Karrigan, he wasn't expecting to have to make another call. Now he has to. Overtime on the cards, 1 round to do it.
What in God's
I got goosebumps,
name?
Hank, all over my body, man.
That's nuts. That is absolutely nuts. They do have money. That loss bonus keeps them in this last round. The bomb being planted adds the utility in. But the AWP of Voxic has been something to behold on the CT side of Nuke. My God. Can he do it one more time to go down to the final hurdle? I can't imagine the feeling they'd have, Alex.
Don't you even dare. Let's see how this one plays out. A full stack from Liquid. Chris J starting to crawl. If he comes behind them, this could be it.
T-Red.
Oh, it's so naughty. Oh, Chris J, the Dutchman. It's only 1. And so Liquid fight on. Diving into Secret, but he has done damage. Don't forget, Elysian Stewie in trouble.
This is it. Stewie 2K. Sniffing out towards the vents, not going to find anyone there, but Robs, he has looked powerful on this lower bomb side, this time behind the silo, and it looks good. Mousesports have a clean read on this though, but can they find the clean shots?
Robs, the call is made, now just the frags have to be, and that's so good. But low, Woxic, he's been the hero. It can't be him again. Frozen, Carrigan alongside him. Frozen's got to tag up another. You can see they're so damn low. Not even 100 points of health between the 3 remaining members of Team Liquid, and now they charge another from Woxic. Overtime, 2 frags away. He doesn't have to take that fight. The bomb's not down. 40 seconds. Where is the bomb? Speaking of it.
He's got it. Nafly's just picked it up. Good HE towards the sniper. Shouldn't matter too much, though. The bomb planted behind the silo, but the shot even better. We're going to overtime. Ladies and gentlemen, it was 13-2. Team Liquid were having fun. They seemed like they had it in the bag. It was just a matter of time. The odds were off the scales. Everything seemed like it was a foregone conclusion. We have found ourselves with, I don't even know how many rounds in a row, but it's 15-15. Mousesports have taken it, and we go into overtime with them starting on the CT side now.
I have very, very rarely seen a team look the way Mousesports did on Overpass in the first half of Nuke and be able to stabilize like this. Heroics from Woxic, heroics from everyone involved. 34 frags for the Turkishman. And we're off.
Oh my God.
Overtime.
Carrigan's had enough. No, don't you do this.
What is this?
Don't you dare.
They're going to be lining up smokes.
Don't you dare do this, Carrigan.
Up smokes. None the wiser. He's surely making noise.
What's he up to?
Where are you off to? Bro, it's not warm-up. This is overtime.
This is live.
And from behind, Twist sees him. Carrigan, I'm not sure.
That's insane. I have never seen anyone go for that play.
I mean, if it's an outside take, he looks like the king of Counter-Strike.
Oh, it was so smart. I loved it. It's overtime. But Woxic, don't worry. You can sacrifice one player because he's still alive and kicking. Chris J, though, he'll be dropped at the main entrance. Upper is the problem now, but here he comes. He seems to be absolutely everywhere. Rob's pushing the ramp. They're reacting so well. Molotovs will slow him down. If he pushes this smoke, Alex, and finds a kill to deny the plant, they won't have a response. There'll be nothing left.
I won't have a response. We may as well just mute the mics. Calm for now. Frozen's going to get caught on the aggress. Twist is so damn smart. He waited for it. They've got so much time, and Woxic repositioned. He did fire a shot or make his presence known with a smoke towards heaven. He's got repositioned now into what seems to be equally as locked out. Smokes and mollies, bomb down. Numbers favor Liquid. Woxic. He's upgraded to the AK, and it truly is an upgrade on this retake scenario. He knows there's going to be one close right. If you can take that fight for free, then it is truly just a 1v1. Twists versus Woxic. Oh, he walks around with his back turned and twists. He's not going to let that one slip away. Rops hasn't moved a muscle this whole time. And he's going to have to accept that round is not theirs. Ends up Liquid finding what they couldn't in regulation on the upper bomb site.
Just to go back to our stats, right? We were tracking them closer in the first half. We were trying to make sense as to why Mousesports couldn't get anything together. It was the opening picks,
yes,
right? They couldn't find those at all. Well, guess what? Mousesports now lead in opening picks 16-14 once we got into overtime. How nuts is that? What a turnaround.
Is a stat. Shout out to where we're getting that from.
That's SEO back in the production room, working closely with me. I'll give him a tweet after this, but he's been doing amazing work with those numbers. Very important stats, adding to the narrative. As
they couldn't find a single opening on the first half. Mousesports, right. They lead coming into OT. What on earth? It turned on its head. It really did. But Liquid finding a round on the T side. This is overtime. This is what's been eluding both of these teams. They found the first. Will they find the second? Oh, and Woxic through the door. It doesn't matter. A couple of shots towards the wall as well. I've never seen someone look quite so terrifying regardless of their position on Nuke. And look at Nitro. He can see a leg, he can see a toe, tag switches to the pistol, and oh, Frozen, there's nothing he can do about it, resides himself to the corner, dunts his hat on his head. But Woxic already got another. Stewie on the rooftops. Chris J, if he gets this timing right, he can punish any aggression towards main, and that's exactly what Alicia's got. Oh, where did that come from?
That's a bit of a love tap, I think. Yeah. Stewie just keeping him in check. Chris J, even more so now. That is calm. That is calculated. He'll be taking those 2 frags, and it's Nitro in an impossible situation. Good news is for Liquid, they've got the 1 round already, right? Their T-side, some reason, fell apart completely after a 13-2 start, and that will be Mousesports tying things up at 1-1. We have 1 more round to play here, a very important one. If Liquid can take this 3rd round, they are in a fantastic spot to close things out. But to be honest, Alex, the way they've been playing today, considering the context of Overpass, right? The way that things look there. They lost both pistols, blew them out of the water, 16-8. They get 13-2 in the first half. It didn't look like Mousesports even had a chance at getting around. Now we're in overtime, and somehow, Mousesports are on the CT side and could be leading 2-1 going to the second half. This is going to be a historic game of CS.
I'll tell you what, it's a historic performance from Voxic. He's closing in on 40. In our first overtime, there's 39. What's going on? What did he have for breakfast? I need to know, because Voxic will not go down.
What a performance from this young man. Known to be the king of Dust 2. We know he's handy with the sniper rifle, but this is another level.
Here's talent. Here's a summary of the talent we have in Counter-Strike right now. With the AWP, yes, Voxic has got the majority of the frags with the AWP. He's got 40 frags. Twist, he's on 29 with an 80% headshot rate. The man is just tapping heads. Let's see that second one. The fact that he goes so wide and so quick onto Twists. Oh my goodness. There is adrenaline flowing through the veins of the Mousesports players right now.
Yeah, Voxic has 10 rounds in this game that are multi-frags. 10!
Yeah, we just perhaps witnessed 11. Frozen's charging secret. Alicia's going to be the one to catch him. Molly is deployed early, and actually I think Frozen might push through this. He's there early enough, and oh, Alicia's so ready. So ready. And so the advantage very heavily in favor of Liquid. It's extended, it's looking very good. This upper take's gone absolutely nowhere, and Team Liquid, they'll find the CT round. 17-17.
Wow.
I'm just going to catch my breath for a second.
Yeah,
this is insane.
Next round will post map points. Maybe grand final points for Team Liquid. Mousesports just to stay alive and take us to a third. Orbs are out. We saw that double orb set up through regulation, and it looked like they're having almost too much fun of it towards the end of regulation. Now, this is all too familiar territory for them. Massive scoreline against Mousesports in a semi-final, and it's all falling apart. Opening pick for Voxic this time doesn't connect.
He's got a 2 KD. 40-20. Stewie this time finds the opening frag. With that AWP, and Alicia's in a prime position to find another one here. Frozen, he's just not ready for it. Liquid, they're starting to compose themselves, and it's starting to look very scary for Mousesports. Their T side, let's not forget, was abysmal.
Yep. Couldn't get going. It seemed they didn't have a look in the individual duels. They weren't even finding kills. Naf, he'll be the one this time to secure the round. That's Carry. That's a brave peak as well. Similar sort of philosophy we discussed in regulation. When you got that sort of lead, maybe just leave the position alone. But he absolutely nails it. Chris J will drop down from silo and recover the bomb. Round should be completed at this point. There's grenades now to soften them up. Very good one. Doesn't quite connect. And they don't let them get anywhere near, it seems. Team Liquid will keep on challenging, looking for that final round here. It's a final kill as well. Chris J will get taken down by Elige, 18-17. One more for Liquid, Alex. Is this the moment where it all comes crashing down?
This, I mean, if you had a timeout, you take it.
Oh, yes, that's a good point.
It's time for a call.
They do not reset at all when we go to overtime. If you use them in regulation, you get 4 per game. There's no chance to talk. Some events will allow you to talk in the freeze time, not here. Oh, that's sick from Naf. Like, do you know what I said? Like, sometimes
that's how they close
when all else fails, Naf brings out the AWP. He does AWP, primarily on that CT side usually, but it's good to see him looking so good with that. Fast towards outside again from Frozen.
Liquid for grand finals. 1 round of Counter-Strike. They've played hundreds and thousands, but this one for a spot in the grand finals. 1 for 1 initially. Voxic, he's on hunting. He's not expecting it. Can't adjust in time. Nitro. 1 step closer for Liquid. Frozen to return. They're not going down easy, Mousesports. They want another overtime. Double AWPs as well. If they get that bomb down.
Exactly. We talked about that before. Comes to a bit of a standstill for now. Frozen makes his way towards heaven. Twists. So dangerous on that bomb site. Bomb on the back of Carrigan. They have no smokes. No... 1 flashbang, I take it back, but let's see if Twist can get his first kill.
That's big from Robs. Frozen was on the flank as well, but Naf, what? Takes Robs down close quarters. Now 2 versus 2. It's the double AWPs you were talking about. Where's the bomb? It's in the hands of Frozen. He's punching in the digits now. Was Carrigan, excuse me, but still. 2v2 after plant. Double AWPs. Nades available for Naf. Frozen on heaven. And Stewie, oh, he's looking for some angelic grace, creeping and crawling. He's going to put the barrel into the bottom of Frozen. And now all onto Carrigan, 1v2 to take us to another OT. It's been quiet from Carrigan. Stewie has managed to get across. His back's turned. It's over. It's all done. The North Americans, by the skin of their teeth.